Hi guys, and welcome to the World of Warships test server. I'm going to be doing a few videos from the test server for you over the next few days, hopefully. Not necessarily looking at any new things that are being released, as at the moment there aren't really any. There's a new cruise that is undergoing super test, but I haven't really seen anything else that new at the moment. So what I'm going to be doing instead is playing through some of the ships that I don't have on the live server at the moment, giving you a look at them, and hopefully giving you an idea of how they can perform. So for today, we're going to be having a look at the Nagato, or however you want to say it. This is the Japanese Tier 7 battleship. Is pretty well armoured. Have a look, it's got 8 guns, which as you can see there. Reload time 35 seconds. Maximum high explosive damage 6,500 and 12,500 for the armor piercing. Turret rotation, as with most Japanese battleships and most battleships in general, is godslike. Just look at that. Well, to be fair, there are ships with worse turret rotations. As you can see, if I start to swing this thing around to the left, around to port, there are ships out there where the moment you pass sort of half rudder, you would lose the gun track, but the guns do actually rotate fractionally faster than the ship can turn at full rudder, which is, as I said, better than some. So look what we're against. Against some messy Tier 9 battleships, so this could be quite interesting. There's some big ships, so I'm going to load the armor piercing to start with. This isn't the fastest battleship in the game, since you know Congo, but it's not one of the slowest, and does have a reasonable array of secondary batteries. If you have a look down the side here, it does have quite a few. So getting up close and personal, as long as you're not going against them with torpedoes, isn't necessarily a bad plan with this ship. But for now, we're going to skip ahead until I find the first target. Okay, so here we are. First target has popped up. I've popped my spotter so that I can actually get the guns pointed at him. It is moving, so it's probably not going to hit, but fire the shots out there anyway. Looking relatively good, but I think they are going to fall short. Only just. That wasn't too bad a shot. But now there's plenty of targets popping up left, right and centre. So let's get these guns reloaded. Is that a battleship? That is a battleship sat still. So open up on that. That's the Iowa, so doing damage to that thing is definitely a good plan. Here go the shots. And 2 hits. No idea how much damage I did, as he had disappeared to come back. And it would appear that I didn't actually do anything to it. So 2 plunging hits on an Iowa and no damage, so that was useful. So what have we got? 15 kilometers range, we've got the Hipper over there. Now that thing really doesn't have very good armour, so there is a chance that these shots, if they do hit, might over-penetrate. But it is a nasty ship, so I'm going to spread my shots around a little bit there. See if I can hit him with something. No, unfortunately I spread them a little bit too far. Slow down here as I pass through this gap, as he's sailing towards me and the range is getting close and my shots I should be more able to connect with them. And as he's turned broadside on, unleash there. Hopefully some of these will hit. Torpedoes in front of me. Trying to turn to avoid them.
We're taking on water quickly.
Could have gone a lot better, but it could have gone a lot worse as well. Not sure why I'm not turning there. Yeah, that's better.
Problem solved, sir.
Secondary batteries attempt to fight to look at that. And there you can see just how deadly these secondary batteries can be. Set them on fire. 12 hits. That's just in this round of fire. And now my main guns are pointing at him. Just get a couple of main battery shots on there. And he's dead. My secondary batteries have been enough to basically take him out. And there we go.
Destroyer sunk.
So that shows you just how deadly the secondary batteries can be on this thing. Fortunately, I wasn't able to dodge many of the torpedoes. He's going to sneak up on me. Probably if I'd been paying a bit more attention to the map, I'd have noticed it before he got in too close, but never mind. He's dead, I'm not. But I am detected. Probably by the hipper. So I'm going to swing around. And bring the guns to bear on targets that's right over there. Got there. Oh, that's the Iowa. Let's see if we can actually damage him this time. And he's disappeared. He's back. They're looking good. Or not. Well, I hit him. But again, just bounced off. That thing does have insanely good armour. Even for a battleship, it is an extremely well armoured ship. There's the Zumo reversing over there. So, shots on to try and deal with him. Well, he's going nice and slow. And him I can actually damage. Not majorly, but I at least did do something. Now that hipper is closing the distance on me. Or I think he may have just been taken out looking at that. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Okay, the hipper's been taken out. That's always good. That Iowa is still there, so I'm going to take another shot at the Iowa. Fire broadside, then swing my nose towards him, so if he does decide to return fire, I'm less likely to take damage. Once again, unfortunately, in these matches, the guns on the Nagato, at least I can't remember whether there is a gun upgrade on the Nagato, but the stock guns certainly really aren't adequate if you're coming up against tier 9 battleships that are as heavily armoured as the Iowa. But we do what we can. Let's see if I can deal with this cruiser. Shots probably aren't going to connect. I don't think I gave them enough lead, but looking reasonably good. Swinging the ship round. Hard to port. And thankfully all the shots from that Iowa missed me. But there are quite a lot of planes now vectoring straight at me. So I'm going to swing around. Got incoming again. I'm not going to hit repair there.
The ship is on fire.
I'm just going to keep swinging. Avoid the shots coming in from the Iowa. Take more more hits there from the dive bombers. But now I am coming in the anti-aircraft.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Unfortunately, those are very well aimed torpedoes. There's not much I can do to avoid them. Slam on the brakes.
We're all below the waterline.
And I'm dead.
Quickly.
That was a very good shot by the enemy carrier. Very well dropped torpedoes. Unfortunately, I wasn't quite able to get into the Lexington's anti-aircraft cone in time. But, as you can see there, the Nagato does have some reasonable guns. Especially its secondary batteries. If I'd been firing a high explosive, I would have done some damage to the enemy Iowa, but the Iowa is an incredibly well armoured ship, and at the ranges I was firing at, the Nagato's guns do not fare well against a ship of that size. Looks like he's engaging the enemy Iowa there. See the shots going over. We've got a couple of destroyers still working the area, which is always good. Well, one destroyer even.
Our victory is in sight.
North Carolina here. So this match, it's most likely that my team will win this match. Not guaranteed by any means, but 4 battleships and a destroyer against a battleship and 2 cruisers and 1 cruiser. And it's not like the battleships are exactly low-level battleships like I was, I believe. If you have a look, they are all Tier 8 or higher ships against a Tier 8 and a Tier 9, not counting the aircraft carrier. So this match, in theory, should pretty much be in the bag. Especially if our battleships stay close together and they should provide themselves with pretty decent anti-aircraft firepower there. Yep, those aircraft are just getting chewed up. Lexington's turning himself around to get closer to the action. And here we have the Iowa. Absolutely amazing ship. Hopefully before this test public test server closes, I'm hoping I will be able to actually show you some Iowa footage myself. But there goes the other cruiser, so now it's just the carrier and the enemy Iowa, who has still taken almost no damage. Here you can see the secondary batteries lighting each other up. Aircraft going in, but really not doing much damage. As they both swing broadside on to try and bring the guns to bear. Just look at those secondaries blazing away at each other. Absolutely glorious. Friendly Iowa took a big hit there, but the enemy Iowa is now coming under attack from both friendly Iowa and one of the North Carolinas. So it's unlikely that he's going to come out on top here. and there we go, that's the game. They didn't manage to take the Iowa down, but had the game lasted longer, then they probably would have done. So, not the best match for the Nagato, but 95,000 credits, 2,300 experience, was a tier 7 and a tier 9 match. And, okay, I was all the way down there. But, personally for me, I haven't sailed this thing since the closed beta test. Don't think I did too badly. Yeah, it wasn't great, I didn't do a huge amount of damage, but my secondaries did pretty well. Secondaries, in fact, did more damage than my primaries did. And came out in credit, even though it was not a great match. So, the plus side of the ship, it does have good armour. In a tier 7 match, it is very well armoured and armed. Unfortunately, you only have, well, you've got 410mm guns, but they aren't the best guns in the world. But it does have a very impressive array of secondaries. Now, fully upgraded, this thing will do 25 knots, and does have a very good anti-aircraft rating when fully upgraded. If I look at that, fully upgraded, the anti-aircraft rating of this thing is 59, which is almost anti-aircraft cruiser rate. It is relatively sluggish on the turn if we look at the manoeuvrability. Once these boxes have disappeared, so I can actually show you. There we go. Does have a rather long rudder shift time, 13.7 seconds, but you can get that down with various commander skills. And if we have a look here, where are we? See, steering gear modification there reduces that by 20%, so knocks around about 2.7 seconds off the rudder shift time. Yep, knocks it down to 11 seconds, which is not bad at all for a battleship this big. So, anyway, I'll admit it wasn't the best match, but hopefully that gave you a bit of an idea about the Nagato. And coming up soon, we'll be looking at the Amagi here, the tier 8. Then we'll be able to have a look at the Zemo, and then finally, for the first time on this channel, a tier 10 on any game. But not only that, the mighty Yamato battleship, coming up in a video soon. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, please let me know, and hopefully I will see you next time. Take care.